Hello, and welcome to the Playworms. Today we shall be looking at the movie Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. The film starts on the planet of the Maximals, where the maniacal Transformer god Unicron is preparing to make his descent and consume the planet for power. Unicron sends his minions, the Terracons, led by Scourge, to retrieve for him the Transwarp Key, which would give Unicron the power to access unlimited worlds to consume. The Maximals Apelink, Primal, Eraser, Rhinox, and Cheater prepare their leave from the planet, but Apelink stays behind to fight back while bestowing Primal with the name Optimus Prime. Scourge, a trophy hunter, arrives and battles Apelink alongside his freezer drones. While Apelink demolishes the freezers, Scourge mortally wounds Apelink but realizes too late that the Maximals have already escaped with the key. Unicron then proceeds to devour the planet. 1994, Brooklyn former soldier/electronics expert Noah lives with his mother Brina and little brother Chris. Chris suffers from sickness, and the family is struggling to earn money for his medication. Noah goes to the hospital and has no insurance for his brother to get help, and when he goes in for a job interview, he is told by the manager of the company that he has canceled the interview after speaking to Noah's former commanding officer, who says he is brave but cannot work in a team. Alina Wallace works as an intern for a snooty gallery owner named Jillian. Detectives are at the workplace because an art director got busted and might have been keeping fakes. Alina confirms for Jillian what is authentic and what is fake, but Jillian takes credit for the findings. Alina then finds a statuette resembling Eraser, complete with the Transformers insignia etched onto it. Jillian thinks it's ancient Sumerian, but Alina does her research. Noah goes to his friend Reek, who convinces him to steal a Porsche being kept in the garage of another company so that he can sell it. Noah manages to sneak in and finds the Porsche, breaking into it. At the same time, Alina uses a device to look further into the statuette, but ends up breaking it and finding part of the Transwarp Key inside. This sends out a signal that awakens the Autobots, and Optimus Prime calls upon Bumblebee, RC, and Mirage, the latter being the car that Noah is currently inside. A security guard catches Noah, which prompts Mirage to start driving himself out of there. A chase across the city ensues, where Noah realizes the car is driving itself. As the cops get closer, Mirage demonstrates his powers by creating illusions of himself to distract the cops, allowing him and Noah to get away. Mirage brings Noah to a facility where he morphs into his Autobot form, which freaks Noah out. Optimus and RC are none too pleased to find a human among them, but B is more trusting, and Mirage thinks Noah is fine. Optimus mentions that the key has sent out a signal and that they need to go after it so they can return to Cybertron. Noah joins Mirage as they make their way toward the art museum to get the key, but Scourge and his Terracan cronies Battletrap and Nightbird are already on Earth and are going after the key as well. Noah enters the museum and startles Alina, who thinks he's an intruder. After a struggle, Noah tries to explain that he needs the key, and Alina only believes him when Scourge blasts a hole through the wall and kills a security guard. As the Terracons attempt to attack, the Autobots show up for battle. While Optimus and Bumblebee attempt to go after Scourge, the deadly Terracan impales B and blasts him in the chest, killing him while Optimus can only watch in horror. Before Scourge can take Optimus too, Eraser flies in and drives Scourge and the others away, though he has taken the key half with him. Scourge returns to Unicron and discovers that it's only half of the key, which makes the god violently punish his disciple. Eraser explains the situation to the Autobots, and Alina determines that the other half of the key must be in Peru, based on the readings she looked up. Before leaving, Noah returns home to see Chris, but Mirage shows up and makes his presence obvious. Noah explains his mission to Chris and tells Mirage to promise to keep his brother safe. To get to Peru, the gang travels inside Stratosphere, an Autobot that morphs into a rickety old plane. On the way, Noah tells Alina that they should destroy the key to prevent Unicron's arrival, even if it means the Autobots will be stuck on Earth. Once they arrive, they meet with a local Autobot named Wheeljack who guides them to their location. Mirage also gives Noah a device that wraps around his wrist in case he needs to defend himself. Noah and Alina enter an underground cavern after finding Transformers symbols and make their way down. Unfortunately, the Terracons have arrived as well, and Scourge sends more freezers to go after Noah and Alina. The two find a crypt where the key ought to be, but find it empty except for some inscriptions that Alina writes down. When they are spotted, they make a run for it, and the Autobots follow. During the chase, Optimus vows revenge for Bumblebee by trying to go after Scourge, while the others take on Battletrap and Nightbird. Eraser joins the fight, but she gets marked by Scourge with one of his weapons. The others just barely escape. Noah and Alina exit the caverns and end up in a jungle where they are confronted by Primal and the other Maximals. The Autobots show up to defend the humans until Eraser tells Primal that they are allies. He tells the others that he and the Maximals move the other key half away to keep it safe. The Maximals guide everyone to a nearby village that they protect and share an alliance with the humans that live there, as they are the ones keeping the other key half safe. Later, Primal shows Optimus raw energon that can be used to revive B, but it requires a large surge of energy. Meanwhile, Alina tells Noah maybe they shouldn't destroy the key and compares him to Optimus, as they are both big brothers looking out for their families. In the morning, Eraser has become fully corrupted by the dark energy that Scourge infected her with. She begins to attack until the other Maximals try to subdue her. Primal tries to hold her down, but Eraser tells him to do what he has to do, so he squeezes her until she breaks down and dies. Noah also seizes an opportunity to destroy the key with the wrist device, but Optimus pleads with him not to do so until he relents. Unfortunately, this gives Scourge an opportunity to seize the key and make his way back to Unicron. Scourge and the Terracons fuse both halves of the key together and create a platform over a volcano to summon Unicron. After Optimus and Noah realize their actions have made things worse, the Autobots and Maximals join forces to stop the villains once and for all. Alina uses the markings she found to come up with a code that can disable the key. The heroes then charge into battle, with Primal commanding Rhinox and Cheater to morph into their Transformers' bodies to fight against the incoming horde of Scorponok's. Mirage helps Noah and Alina find an entry point to get up to the platform to enter the code. Optimus and Primal then team up with Rip Battletrap apart before Primal smashes his head with his own wrecking ball. Unicron starts getting closer to Earth, with his presence reaching other cities like back in New York. When Noah gets closer, Scourge attempts to kill him, but Mirage uses his body to shield Noah before he is also killed. However, Mirage is able to transfer part of his body to the wrist device to create a suit for Noah to utilize in battle after hearing Chris talking to him over Mirage's radio. The energy waves from the key also manage to charge the energon, bringing B back to life. He enters the battle and proceeds to help turn things around, including him flying into the sky with Nightbird and tearing her to pieces. Optimus battles Scourge, nearly winning until Scourge blasts the computer being used for Alina to enter the key, rendering it useless. Optimus dismembers Scourge before ripping his head off and then resolving to destroy the key himself to prevent Unicron from getting closer. The key explodes, causing a vortex that sends Unicron away but nearly pulls Optimus with it until Primal and Noah help pull him back. While Unicron may still be out there, the Autobots and Maximals acknowledge their victory and part ways. Noah and Alina fly home in Stratosphere, and he returns home to Chris and their mom. Later on, Noah is up for another job interview. He meets a man named Agent Burke, who knows about Noah being in Peru and working with the Autobots, though Noah tries to deny it. Burke offers Noah a chance to join a secret government organization, even guaranteeing that Chris's medical expenses will be covered. Noah is incredibly thankful and watches as Burke enters a secret room filled with vehicles, gadgets, and other top-secret things. Noah then looks at Burke's business card and learns the name of the organization, G.I. Joe. During the credits, Noah is with Reek as he is fixing up Mirage. Reek thinks it's pointless until Noah calls upon Mirage to turn on, and the Autobot comes back to life proudly. Well, here ends our today's recap. Consider sharing the video and subscribing to our channel to support our work.